All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Revolutionary Girl Utena, Episode 3. Last week we had a rematch with the bitch. Sionji. I kind of want to like just make up different nicknames for him and how awful he is. I don't know. But yeah. So that was done. But now Utena has a new roommate.
And they were roommates.
They are actually roommates.
There might also be some ownership involved.
We'll work on that.
We'll figure out what's going on there.
Yeah, but you know.
But while toxic masculinity is, bitching his way to the student council, they're like, bitch no longer. We will figure out this situation and why she has one of the rings.
Right. Yes. The rings.
Yes.
But then also Wakaba, because we need more Wakaba. I know.
We
Wakaba,
will get more Wakaba.
Wakaba is not like tied into the main plot right now.
Wakaba is an immutable law of the universe.
Exactly. Exactly. More Wakaba.
To assume that you must be a Bakaba.
Baka for Wakaba.
So y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Utena-sama. Every once in a while, I'm like, right, this is the modern times. That they see like the plumbing and stuff, and I'm like, right, it's the whole obsession with like
the days
going
of
back to the past of when everything was wonderful and people died at 45, you know?
Right. My man's like, well, and then he suffocated, and that was the last we saw. Okay.
Yes, indeed. This little rat was waiting for True Love's kiss, so he could transform back into the prince that he always was.
No, True Love's merchandise.
Ah, right.
I love that step, Bob.
Because that reminds me of all the masses and how they treat me. You're different. Yeah.
Yeah, so can we talk about that?
No, I can't. Yes, I'm so normal.
See.
What?
Oh.
Whoa, really?
I did not. Okay. Yes. I was waiting for this guy to make his move.
このディオだ! Yeah.
That's right, girl.
You don't get to invoke
He's like,
my first name.
I was hoping you would do that.
I wanted to put your hands on
fight
me.
you for so long.
Damn! That's what I said, platonic.
Yeah.
His ears are covered by his voluptuous hair. He can't hear what she's saying.
Oh, right. Because Sionji definitely didn't have a ring before. How do you have one? Yes. And then Aki's like, it's bullshit. They actually all have them.
Yep.
Ah, yes, you look just like him.
Again, I think now at this point, we can forget whatever the prince looks like in her memory, because it's not necessarily a literal look.
Through this entire time, it's just like, what the fuck is he on about? You've said that before. It's like his motto or something.
It's a mantra. It's something that is their mission, so it's not just for us to remember, of course, but...
They say it at the beginning of every meeting. What is with that timer?
It's only for the student council president that it's kept track for stuff that he says.
And it's when he finishes a sentence.
Such a mystery.
I love when the eyes show like through the hair.
I mean, that's like
it's a quality of life thing.
Yeah. It's like in Haikyuu when they show through
Exactly.
the volleyball net.
Or right there. Yeah. And they both died.
Yeah. That was
just sort of dangerous, yeah.
なるほど、そういうことか。何がそういうことだよ。でもあの人やめた方がいいわよ。そういえばウテナって亮は誰と同室になったの？姫宮安氏。マジ？外したわね。外したって？あの子って案外男子にモテるみたいで良くない噂聞くんだよね。
Oh, an unnamed boy.
Okay. Does just everyone like slapping her?
Oh, Saionji.
Okay. Yes, he's impotent. Oh. Nanami, I like her already.
She's one of the student council. I think she was in the OP too.
Oh.
She was like the second to last or the last person with the sword. Wait, what about that made you...
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the ball. We must introduce the ball. So the boys nominate the dance queen?
Okay. Friend or friend?
No, this is manipulative, bitch.
All right. Is this
one.
friend, or friend?
This is I can smell the
bitch,
the Machiavellian bitch on her. Nice.
She just canonically has terrible luck. Do you always begin conversations this way?
Ha! Oh, that was a fun perspective trick there.
That was fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. Now, if he really knows her, he'd get her like like a kick-ass suit.
Uh-oh. Maybe you weren't supposed to eat those.
I don't think so. Is that supposed to be like a wedding dress or something?
Yeah.
One that can speak.
Why not you be your friend? He's putting in a different angle in Saionji.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep.
Here we
Classic.
go. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
But are they related by blood? We need to know
Jacob
these
immediately coping.
And we are deciding it by slap fight. Okay, so Utena's showing her solidarity with Anthi by being like, hey, you don't want to be here. I don't want to wear this dress.
We'll work together, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice Machiavellian. I caught it. He's like, whoa. So she did not do this to. Wow. Okay. This is funky. I like it.
I'm worried that dress has been like sabotaged or something. Chuchu's like, did I stutter?
Yeah. It's so funny
hearing Gio say Subarashi.
Yes. Mada. Staro Platinum. Speaking of
Goodbye,
power.
Utena.
Oh.
You thought your first kiss would be Anthe, but it was I, the president. She looks so happy. Those eyes are just so kind.
Damn, that bow does not work for you. Oh, just leaving her alone in the middle of this here.
Cool, just so that she has a panic attack. All right. No, yep, I was worried. What the?
Yeah. What a surprise. Let me guess, it'll like dissolve upon liquid or something.
No, then Utena goes up to this guy and is like, hey, I know this is a lot to ask, but can I have your coat? I just feel a lot more comfortable with your coat. Really? My special dress.
Yep. Called it.
Well, I've never been told no before. What is this word?
Oh. Leap off that balcony. Go to her.
3-point land, sweep her up in your arms, and...
He immediately looked to her. And it's not that he's upset about what was done to Anthe.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, she's wearing this underneath.
Of course she is.
Right, but her chest and shoulders are exposed in the dress. What the fuck is going on here?
She has Superman powers of clothes changing.
Right. Hell yeah. Yes. And then suddenly the dress is gone too.
Right. You know, I mean, it was dissolving anyways. You know.
Dance. We dance. Beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, this is the type of anime we're watching.
Yes.
Clothes, all that, who cares? We're here for the moments. These singular moments.
And, like, as far as things to have be rule of cool in anime, I've never seen taking a tablecloth and turning it into a gown.
It's perfect.
Those flower petals are actually the little bits of her old dress that are just floating through the air.
Didn't you invite her? What do you mean, who is she?
Well, I think he invited her, maybe?
Oh. Huh.
You know what I just realized I desperately want to see? Wakaba giving Anthe the checkup of like, okay, are you good enough for my Utena? Awesome.
All right, rule of cool and dancing times and hearts being swayed on the dance floor.
That tablecloth gown looks so much better than any of the dresses that were at that party.
Yeah, because all the other ones, they just blend together. You don't recognize them because they're all essentially the same. They're carbon copies.
Slay, girl, slay.
And that fits in really well with the OP and a couple of things of how you want to stand out in this world.
Yep.
But then also, sorry, Nanami, you are the worst Nanami we've ever encountered. Not only do you have a brother complex, which is one problem. 2, your dress was fucking ugly, girl.
God.
Like it was bad. Like it was. You need to go back to your seamstress and be like, this was a mistake.
It really does. This show brings this sense of nostalgia in a lot of ways.
I see what you're saying.
Where you've got the antagonistic figures
evil.
that are cartoonishly evil.
Yes.
They are hammed up to the nines. And yes,
they're incestuous. They're so evil.
They're incestuous. They have awful taste in clothing, but somehow they're supposed to maybe be popular. I'm not sure, And it's like, because why not, right?
No.
Why the frick not?
Because we're both in the modern world, but we're also in a kind of a supernatural world of sorts. But then we're also in a place where they kind of have this
fashion reversion,
Well, right. It's this romanticized view of the past. Time in a place where it's in the vaguely not necessarily Japan.
Right. It's like
I'm struggling with the world building for this show. So
aesthetic.
Whatever.
But,
aesthetic, rule of cool.
A time when the person being your brother was just a minor inconvenience.
Yeah, they don't even have the same hair color because they couldn't be bothered to have them have the same because this is a color-coded character concept anime.
True. He needs to be the only one with red hair, otherwise he doesn't stand out and he can't be the alpha male. But they might not that might actually just be something where it's showing that they're not related by blood, Like, can you imagine?
Which of them is most likely to have dyed their hair, though, Jacob?
None of them. That's the point.
No. Obviously, blue hair is not a common
in the
natural
whole show.
hair color.
I thought you were talking about.
I'm talking about
them
specifically them two as well.
Oh,
but just the idea that no. People here probably dye their hair. Absolutely.
Nah.
The twist is that it's her.
You think
she just doesn't want to be a redhead?
Okay, I mean, hey, I could respect that. She's trying to hide the fact that she doesn't have a soul. But
I see.
The thing is, you think Toga and his massive ego.
Toga?
Toga. Yeah, Toga Kiryu. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kiryu-chan!
Yeah. Is it Kiryu-chan or is it MHA Toga? Like, what are we going with? But do you think his ego would let him dye his hair?
Yeah. Yeah, potentially.
Nah.
No,
all natural, baby.
No. He's the kind of...
From the day he was born, he knew
hold
he was better.
Hold on. He's the kind of character thus far who is all about branding. He puts up a front and a farce, so he can't ever show himself to be a horrible person. So he tries to put himself into the best possible light at every chance he can.
All right.
But the thing is that he's secretly a horrible heartbreaker. So, no, I could see him absolutely putting on a, look at me. I stand out from the rest. I'm not like the other men.
Right.
I have red flowing, voluptuous hair.
But he believes his own hype.
Oh, yeah. He's sniffing his own farts, curled nose all the way under his own legs into his asshole. Yeah, absolutely. But that's why they're cut from the same cloth with Nanami. They're absolutely related.
Okay.
She is Machiavellian in the sense that she, actively goes after people and pushes things into positions that she likes to get her own pleasure out of it.
Right.
Whereas he actually is trying to have it be in a goal-oriented fashion.
I so badly wished for there to be some brief bit of internal thought processes for the president at two different moments in the episode.
I think I know one of them.
One when he's staring up at the sky.
Yes.
I just wanted there to be crickets, oh, what? Or something like that. But then when she's no, stop that. He'd just be what? But no one's ever said that before.
But I'm important.
Yeah.
How could you reject me? No. Oh, yes. My voice acting instructor that gave me this wonderful voice so that I would actually so that I would actually be able to woo the ladies.
Yes.
Woo me. Okay. Woo! That's me with Nanami and Toga. Just woo! Woo! Go away.
The only other bit of dialogue where I was just oh man, that's rich. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, no, that actually does have.
No, he's rich.
Okay,
and
no,
he's so vapid and thin and
right.
vacant, you could probably send him off into the winds with just a...
Okay, there was a point where I was like, that's rich, and I wasn't talking about the student council. Was when Utena was like, I'm just a normal girl.
Oh my
like,
god.
Girl, don't sell yourself short. Now.
Well, not only that, it triggers me internally.
Oh, yes.
Because I've watched enough. This is where it's nostalgic in a way where I'm like, I'm the Disney protagonist for a straight to VHS, movie. And it's I'm just a normal girl played by, gorgeous actress.
In her early
with perfect
20s,
hair.
Yeah,
in her early 20s, exactly.
Yeah.
And the only thing that makes her normal, she's wearing glasses. So,
Wait, who are we talking about?
I'm talking about literally every stereotypical teen coming of age story.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's
character. It's
who by the way, looks more gorgeous than like the gorgeous popular girl at the school, but it's just that they're not blonde, so it doesn't quite fit the stereotype. They're not on the cheerleading squad or anything.
Yeah, Utena has pink hair.
Utena has pink fucking hair.
She's super normal.
The thing, and hey, the desire for normalcy in this crazy situation
and color-coded characters. We can delineate. We're having fun with the show's kind of fun with
I got
its
you,
own
girl.
tropes.
You say that, and maybe even you think it great, but don't sell yourself short. Like you think going and leaping into the middle of a crowd, taking a tablecloth and turning it into a gown that perfectly form fits to this girl
right.
in 5 seconds.
We have to separate in our minds the anime's rule of cool stuff that just doesn't make sense for the purpose of trying to understand the character.
Exactly.
She is the person that will be the prince for the princesses that need a prince in their specific moments. But what she believes, what she wants, or at least she's either saying it to herself or lying to herself, that she wants a normal life as a normal girl with a normal boy. And yet she is obsessed with this prince that came to her in the past at a moment where she was low and basically gave her a little bit of a push in a direction and helped her.
Yeah.
But she says she wants normalcy. So is Utena aware of her own obsession in the way in which she's carved her identity around something that a man, a prince, has come... Again, we don't necessarily know that prince is a man in this case here, and I feel like that's kind of important in the way that Utena embodies the elements of a good prince without being a man.
Right.
So it's something there in that.
Buck the convention.
But the idea that, does Utena have a little bit of self-awareness, or is she lacking in that regard?
Like, there's a part of me that wonders if the whole situation with Wakaba being like, "Oh, I love you, Utena," and things like that. If the deal is that, like, because obviously it seems like it's setting up Utena and Anti, right? To potentially,
it's literally the OP.
Yeah, it's literally the OP, right? But that might be something where we get to see Utena realize, oh, hey, I'm already being a bit different in the fact that I'm like wearing a boy's uniform and I want to do that. That's something that I enjoy. Maybe I also don't need to hold to the other conventions of needing to find a boy. Wakaba is fucking awesome and she's constantly saying she loves me. Anthi, maybe something's happening here. This is definitely a very sweet moment at the very least.
I think she might also be incapable, or at least she was before this dance, of seeing Anthi in any kind of specific way like that, because Anthi was always pushing the Rose Bride, you have me, I am yours kind of thing. And she's like, I don't, fuck that, stop it, stop pushing that. I said no multiple times, respect that. That's not happening.
Yeah.
And in that respect, that's something where it's obviously, if someone comes up to you and just says, "We're engaged. I'm your bride," it's like,
excuse me,
I did not.
Right.
I did not consent to this.
I'd like to thank you all for coming to my wedding. It's like, no, that's not how this works. Like,
yeah. So, for now, I'm struggling to find a bit of ground to start digging a foundation into, and in some ways, the most fundamental, foundational thing that we got in this episode was that Chu is absolutely her friend.
Exactly.
Don't you fucking doubt that, Utena. The choking on the food from like far away of like someone's thinking about me. Someone's talking about me.
The Utena thinking about Anthi at the thing and then making them. Oh, she really does need to find a friend. And then it's like the fuck did you just say, you little shit? You know, like from Juju across the room.
I like that he was just chowing down and like it's almost like he like choked on his food, like spit take, like
someone just said something incomprehensible. You know?
But yeah, that's the other thing is that I want to take this show seriously. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of aesthetic and rule of cool related stuff that means that the world building is something that I have to take a lot more non-literally than and stuff like that. But the other thing is the way in which our main character kind of flirts the line of being perfect, except that she has some things where I don't think she truly knows herself. I feel like she's caught up in this image of something that was kind of pushed on her when she was in a vulnerable state that she's trying to purport, but she doesn't necessarily even have the self-awareness to reconcile that with what she tells other people that she wants. And that's fascinating. But I don't know if that's me just delving deep onto the one thing that seemed to have a little bit of depth there, whereas the rest of it is the everyone's in love with me. Right. I am perfectly popular. Oh, I somehow got the special thing that takes me into this group here. And I can beat anybody in a sword duel. I can do all these things. I'm just a normal girl.
And
I'm like,
president that's totally like, you know, the most popular guy at school or whatever is instantly obsessed with me. And I just sort of like, you know, watch him from far away. Like, is that something where it's Utena not really being like
honest with herself
or sure with herself of like, you know, there's self-exploration that basically is happening and needs to continue to happen there? Or is that something where it's potentially just an aspect where, yes, Utena as a character can be revolutionary and buck conventions and stuff, but this show was still made a long time ago, so it's still going to hold to some of those older conventions because, you know, that like, you know, it's not going to be bucking every convention, you know?
But so far, the main thing is her role within the story is one that would typically, I would say, be occupied by a male character in these types of stories.
The prince archetype.
And so it's a gender swap right now, which is cool because in a lot of ways the encounters with Wakaba are probably the ones that then become the most interesting because we get to see her kind of not performing. We could see her kind of talking about Utena here being just kind of genuine and straightforward, and the way in which she was also like, well, I have a little bit of potential like worry even like, is he actually my prince? Have I been wrong this whole time that like my prince wasn't actually like a great person? Is it him? No, it can't be him. So Utena has maybe then that's going to be her struggle. It's not that she's going to be some revolutionary character even. It's just that she's a little bit naive.
Sure.
And she's caught up in a little bit of a fairy tale. Mm-hmm. And thus she tries to live her life and her kind of do her interactions with people and stuff in that kind of fairy tale way. And thus ends up potentially kind of keeping everybody at arm's length or something. Because I want to see our main character struggle here, and I'm like, how am I supposed to connect with her? Like,
weirdly enough, it kind of feels like, or at least from this episode, it sort of felt like it reminded me of situations where you've got the high schooler that goes off and is also a superhero, and the superhero thing was Utena being the prince, and she's not the prince all the time is the thing.
Right.
But because there was a moment in which someone was a prince for her and it was so helpful, she wants to have that card where she can be the prince if she needs to. She can don the uniform and all of that stuff. And her wearing the uniform to school is kind of like telling all the girls, "Yeah, I'll be your prince, maybe." You know?
Yeah, right? But it's the kind of thing that draws. So far, the story is the kind of thing that draws everything away from Utena. The story isn't about her.
Yeah.
Like it's
about all of the other stuff that then she's thrown into the middle of.
Yeah. So she She ends up kind of being saved in the background until it's time to, we need you to be a prince, and then she does it.
Right, she kind of feels like a bit of a reluctant protagonist.
Kinda.
Even though she's very proactive and shakes things up and everything, but it's only when she sees that it's like, oh, there's an overwhelming need for me to do my thing that I can do that most other people won't do.
It's the kind of thing where in the previous episodes we kind of suspected there was something off about her, not her morality, but like the kinds of things that she got upset about. We were like, whoa, Utena, you realize this guy's fucking abusive. Like, why are you getting upset about that when he just literally slapped the shit out of her right in front of you?
And like, not that you would also be concerned about your friend, but like, the slapping was never mentioned by her.
Mentioned, yeah.
So, it's like, is that just a thing that's the aspect of old show thing like that or whatever, or is it act like it's probably not saying something about her character, because that'd be kind of crazy, but
no, it could be. That's the thing. We don't have enough about her character in terms of hard defined contradictions to be able to say, well, she's this, but she's also this. It's just that she wants to be the prince. And so far, a lot of the things that we've gotten that kind of go in different directions aren't really, like, they're not proven.
Sure, maybe it's the thing where part of her journey will be learning what a prince really is, because she had this vague idea because there was someone that looked kind of princely, right? Fairy tale, all that stuff. But now she's in a situation where it's kind of become like a
catch-all term.
A casual passing fancy, if you will,
okay.
right? Okay. Where it's I'll wear the boy's uniform because I want to kind of look like a prince, right? Yeah, I'll be a girl's prince, but I'm meeting all these other people that would traditionally, maybe even a younger me would have considered them princes. They're not acting very princely,
no.
So what do I do? And then maybe that's the way in which she will be the revolutionary girl. Because right now she's seeing all of the, because
I see it now, yeah.
Like, this is the normal girl aspects of her. Yes, is she super popular? Does she succeed at everything? Absolutely. But she isn't confident enough and sure enough and know enough about the situations of what's going on
she's naive.
Naive.
And the thing that I was realizing just now is we're still getting introduced to the cast.
Yes.
So that's why she doesn't have much character right now. She's not being introduced right now. We're focusing on introducing Nami, doubling down on Toga. We're probably going to then follow up with more of the student council members.
Character growth comes later.
Yeah, character, even, depth comes later.
Sure.
Where she's being introduced as her shtick right now, so that we can see her contradictions.
Right. She's the badass swordswoman that is also a prince that, saves damsels in distress at balls and all that. Yeah. Yep.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yes, if ain't that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.